Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Today I'm back at the church parking lot, and I fixed my Sbach. If you guys remember, I crashed it on the 4th of July. I was out here flying for the churchgoers, and we ripped the landing gear off of it. If you guys have ever seen the Tower Hobbies Sbach, that was the fatal flaw with this airplane, is the landing gear was very, very flimsy. I've upgraded it to aluminum landing gear, and I've reinforced it with some plywood, so I'm hoping that it's good and strong. And it looks like we're clear for takeoff. We had a couple of those paramotors flying overhead, and they're now moved over that way, so I'm clear to take off. So let's do it. Still waiting for YouTube approval to go live from their app. I heard it can take up to 3 weeks, so still struggling with the app that I'm using, the Streamlab, but it's working, so we'll keep doing it. Not a whole lot of wind right now, so we're going to take off this way. Make sure there's no cars coming in. Everything should be ready to go. I got her just a little over half throttle there. In case you're wondering, this is 6S, running the same rimfire motor that I have on the Edge 540. I was hoping that it'd be a little sunnier today. If you guys don't know, this airplane is a 50-inch wingspan, and I do have it in low rates right now. I do have a very cheap 6-channel Orange RX receiver in there. But it's working. I took it out of my Sig Cadet. I've actually got a lot of airplanes going right now, a lot more than I'm used to, so I'm short on receivers. I need to buy some more. It is rolling to the left just a little bit, so trying to make a little tweak here. Still there, it looks pretty true. But it feels as good as it did when I crashed it. Unfortunately, I was down too low coming out of a loop and bottomed out. And that's still in low rates. I made that loop big on purpose. A good friend of mine picked this airplane up for me. He always watches my videos, and I do appreciate it. A little bit of coupling. I don't typically do any mixing. So that would be why it does that, because I don't work on any kind of rudder elevator adjustments for the knife edge. I do have my timer set for 4 minutes. That's what it was before, so I'm assuming it's still good. I am flying with a 10.5 electric prop. Unlike the Edge, I think I have a 10.7 nitro prop on that one, and that would be a little more work for that motor, and so it would use a little more battery. Not as efficient. The prop's heavier. I am up there a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. This airplane can really get booking if I want it to. Just trying to make sure everything's still functioning properly. Ailerons and rudder and elevator servos all seem to be working properly. None of those were broke. It was just the landing gear and the prop, and put a new prop and the repairs that I mentioned. That aluminum landing gear has a much wider contact point to the bottom of the airplane, and so that's what makes it really way more solid and structurally sound. You can see the torque of the motor made it turn just a little bit. I was trying to counter react to it with the rudder. Since I haven't flown this since the 4th of July, it might be a little bit tricky on the landing. Trying to feel it out a little bit here, because I need it a lot slower than that before it gets to me, if I'm going to get it stopped before the tall weeds down there. Oh, I got nervous because of the tree. So let's take it back around. I might actually end up landing the other way because the timer's getting ready to tell me it's time to land. This approach actually feels pretty good, so although I'm out of room, so let's take it down here and turn it around and try this direction, because I can get it much lower. Well, a little bouncy, but with the more solid landing gear on there, that didn't hurt it one bit. And we definitely got it stopped plenty early. I have to work on getting it a little bit lower before I flare for that landing, because it stalled, and luckily I had enough elevator I could flare it a second time, but by then it really slowed down. The housing developments, really, Kevin? So that's true. When I did the 365, I was flying off of streets where they were building homes, and it was before they started building the houses up, and so I had plenty of room to fly, but I had the streets to land on, so it didn't really work out great, and I was glad to find this location. Guys, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you guys know when I'm going live. And if you don't mind, give me that thumbs up, leave some great comments, and until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Thanks, Randall. Thanks, Dan. I've really missed flying this airplane. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, JCB. Thanks, Robert.